Good afternoon. I'm your friend Dr. Charles Apoki. I'm reaching you from Aba. I just found out that politics brings out the worst in people. I want to talk about political treachery. Recently, some director generals were appointed as campaign directors for two political parties. And I am amazed at how the intellect of a man can change from advocacy for social justice, advocacy for human rights, to duplicity and deception. In fact, by 2023 elections, we will know those who hate this country. We will know men of integrity. We will know men of truth. We will know people whose religion, whose intellectual capacity, whose pronunciations match the reality that they wanted to paint to us before now. I consider what several people are doing in this country as sheer treason. Treason is not only when you kill the president or attempt to remove the president forcefully, but treason is when you betray your country, when you betray your country, when you attempt to ruin your country. Some of the activities I'm seeing on television in the Nigerian polity shows how evil men can be. When somebody like Wike was holding the PDP, when they lost power, he was using his money, using his resources, using his energy to speak forth. They didn't know he was a talkative. They didn't know he was brash. They didn't know he was uncontrollable. It was when the time to choose vice presidency came, the vice president came, that it started seeing the fault of Wike. I noticed that the same treachery was meted out to Odili, Peter Odili of Rivers State. He spent his resources trying to become president of Nigeria. When he got to the point when he was to emerge as the PDP flag bearer, he was told that Musa Yaradua, was to replace him and their party was supreme. The same thing with Maitaman Sule. Maitaman Sule was to have emerged as the NPN presidential flag bearer, but he was told to step down, and Shagari was made the presidential flag bearer. Governors from southern Nigeria gathered in Asaba to declare that the PDP the presidency should be zoned to the east, to the southern part of Nigeria. Suddenly, during the convention, when people saw dollars, when people saw the opportunities to get offices, when people saw Ghana must go of money, they betrayed the agreements that they agreed upon. I started seeing people speaking against their own tribes, speaking against their own tribes, speaking against their own regions. I started seeing people backstabbing each other. Now, the campaigns are going to start very soon. You will see how mean, how evil, how untrustworthy, how treacherous people will become. The things that will come out of their mouths will surprise you. In fact, one of the spokesmen, one of the campaign directors, I'm amazed that somebody can degenerate to that level because of the demand for political office. It is shameful. And eventually, when they leave office, they will start explaining themselves. And Nigerians are very forgiving. Nigerians have a very short memory. They will still hail them in churches, hail them in public gatherings because our value system is very defective. Treachery, intellectual treachery, is when you betray people. You betray your mind. The greatest treachery is to betray your mind, betray your reputation, betray your legacy just because of peanuts. So sad. However, I remain your friend, Dr. Charles Apoki.